All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Today I am in the house with these three beauties, three different level of knives. I mean, this is the North Arm Knives Ska. This is the second version. This is the Grimsmo Knives Rask, and this is the Kirby Lambert Rain. So we have three different levels of price. I mean, this is going to be around $330 Canadian for like to have this guy shipped new at home. This is going to be around, I think, 1,300 Canadian because it's like around $1,000 US. And this is around $3,000 because this is a custom knife, and here you get to see three different price point, like something that is really well made and accessible. I mean, still not cheap because we're talking about 300 over 300 Canadian for this little guy right over here, so not peanuts. But then we are jumping over to over 1,000 for this kind of beauty right there. Also made in Canada by Grimsmo Knives. This is another level of knife compared to that. It's like three times the price of that. This is something even different. This is like even like three times, almost like three times as this guy over here, but it's a different kind of thing. I mean, this is a custom knife made to specs, and there's only one. This is a low production knife. It's a knife that is being made by a machine, by a really advanced machine. It's called the Kern. It's a 5-axis milling machine. It's crazy. It's capable of doing like very subtle contouring, details that are like insanity. Like, I don't know if you can see like through the relief for the lock bar, you can see Rask engraved right over there. Maybe you can see better like that. Look at this little detail. I mean, insanity, crazy perfection. This is something that is perfect from a numbers point of view, as well as this one. Maybe a little bit less perfect than this. Tolerances in this case are much bigger than in this case over here. This has crazy tight tolerances, and these are like made by machines, right? This is just made by hand, so the tolerances are different. There's no perfection. I mean, it's perfect, yes, but it is very different compared to those kind of perfections. This is something that is carrying kind of like a soul, because Kirby he put like some sweat, probably some blood, I don't know, into making this very piece. And there's only one, and there's gonna be only one, which is gonna be this one. So the exclusivity of the piece, the craftsmanship of the piece, the look, the sound, the feel, everything is simply spectacular about this one. And that's pretty much the difference between these three guys. I mean, these are beautifully made by machines, and this is beautifully made by a human being. So you have different prices, but you have different outcomes from the look, from the sound, and from the feel. Because, I mean, beside the design, which is the look part, the sound, it's going to be very different. The materials employed, like for example, the ska, has this kind of sound. This is the Rask. All right, and this is the Lambert. There is a very unique quality to the acoustics of the custom that it's like truly unique. It's like kind of like singing. So it's very distinctive, the difference for me. I know that for many people it might sound crazy to spend over $3,000 for a knife. Like already, many people are going to be telling me you're crazy to spend $300 for a knife. So it's, of course, it's normal. It's something that is it's natural to think that $300 is a lot for a knife, and that's honestly how I was feeling when I started collecting knives. Like my first knife was serious knife was around 150 euros. I bought it in France on a holiday. It was a crazy thing to do, like completely not in the budget of the holiday. It was a lot of money. I was very young, probably I don't know, 18 years old, something like that, and. Yeah, it was the beginning of everything, and that is how you gradually go from like $100 knife to $300 knife, and that's gonna be feeling like a huge jump because it's like three times the budget you were allocating for the first one in place, like $100, like crazy money for one knife, and then you slowly start to appreciate the differences and the little nuances that. A higher end knife brings. Like, this is still like a relatively cheap knife, but has some very cool 3D contouring on the scales. Very cool and very high quality carbon fiber. The blade is like a super slicely S35 VN steel blade, like very this is like laser sharp. It's super slicely, full flat grind. It's great ergos. The action, it's phenomenal. This is like a fidget paradise. It's very snappy. It's like drop shot. It can really drop like super quick like that, or very controlled like this. So pretty fidgetable, and the opening action is very good. Here, you get to the second level. This is when you go past the $1,000 mark for a single knife, which is a huge amount of money. It's like, $1,000 for a knife. But why there's, the need to spend that much money on a knife? Because beside the materials, I mean, this is like titanium. This is the RWL 34 steel. I mean, the bearings that are in-house made. Everything is made in-house. The screws. I mean, guys, these screws are machined in-house. Look at that detail right there. I mean, the pivot. The level, like the stone washing is... really, really cool. I mean, check the detail right over here. Right? I mean, are these little things, the standoff, anodized matching? Look at the little detail right over on the pocket clip. I mean, another like little detail. The stainless steel lock face insert screwed in from the inside, completely clean from the outside. You don't see that. Just a little bit. A hint of that here, but then just disappear to leave a clean lock side. So these are the little details that are going to increase the price, the tension, the perfect tension on the clip, the level of precision to which is milled this thing is insane. On the inside, it's beautiful. It's even engraved the second, like the time, with the second of the milling, the finishing time. It's outstanding. It's fantastic. And this is the Grimsmo Knives Rask. So, but still made by a machine. This is made by a human being. This is carrying like some sort of some sort of soul, some sort of presence. It's unique. There's only this guy over here, so it's kind of cool, neat, exclusive. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous piece. I mean, this was made with some crazy dragon skin Damascus. Just to give you an idea, guys, check this out. These are a bunch of ball bearings, nickel plated, welded together to a billet and then ground into this beauty of a blade right over here. Gorgeous. So I think you get to see like three levels of, in this case, Canadian beauties, and three level of knife making, like production, really mid-tech or low amount, low quantity production, and just one-off custom knives. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.